Fresno ROP was established in 1974 with 6 school districts. Today, Fresno ROP serves 22 districts throughout Fresno, Madera, and Mariposa counties. Over 214 career preparation courses are offered for youth 16 years of age through adults. From humble beginnings in 1974 to becoming a beacon of educational excellence, Fresno ROP has been a driving force behind the success stories that emerge from our communities. For half a century, we have gathered to honor outstanding achievements in career and technical education by our industry partners. The William F. Noli Awards symbolize more than just recognition. They embody the transformative power of education and business partnerships, providing the boundless potential within each student. Tonight, Fresno ROP honors 6 outstanding ROP industry partners and educators who have each made a difference in career technical education and the lives of many students. These individuals have been chosen as this year's 2024 William F. Noli Outstanding Service Award recipients. Paul Birrell, Central Unified School District Assistant Director of Education Services. Jessica Harrington, ABC 30 Action News Morning Anchor. Ryan Person, RPCS Owner, Fresno State Adjunct Professor. Chris Reid, Olson Company Steel, Production Manager. Jazmin Rios, Camarena Health, Madera, Workforce Development Manager. Dr. Alfred Valles, The Heart Group.
My name is Courtney Avery. I'm Vice Principal here at Central East High School. Mr. Paul Birrell is our nominee for the award, and he oversees the CTE ROP courses in Central Unified School District. I think Paul has just been a tremendous asset to Central Unified and all that he brings. He's always valued the importance of our courses and has always advocated to, whether that is, for funding, for supplies, just for whatever supports that we've needed. He's been that integral part that has really allowed us to flourish in our courses.
My name is Lance Tatro, and I teach ROP Engineering and Product Development at Central High School East Campus. I think the thing that stands out for me about Paul is leadership qualities and the fact that he is one of those people that doesn't just strive to do enough, but more than enough. He's always looking how we can improve the program. It's this constant evolution year after year of trying to see what we can do for the students to give them the best learning environment for what's going on in the world today. He's just not one of those people that gives an email or a phone call. He comes by. He's constantly in the classroom, a constant presence for me and the students, and a constant person to reflect on and have those conversations with.
My name is Paul Birrell, and I'm from Central Unified School District. Well, I've been overseeing this program for the past 20 years. ROP and CTE, and it's been an absolute joy and a privilege to work with dedicated teachers and students who want to be in a program that they can take skills into the real world. I'd just like to thank the partnership I've had with Anthony Ayerza over the years. It's great to see the students involved in a variety of CTE programs and then projects.
My name is John Custodio. I teach at Central East High School, and classes I teach is ROP construction, interior and exterior. He's a funny guy. If you ever get to know him, he jokes around, he makes you feel comfortable. Before Paul, we struggled just to get basic materials, and now we're state of the art. We have everything that we want.
My name is Jennifer Williams. I teach Medical Careers ROP at Matilda Torres High School. Our nominee was Jazmin Rios, and she's with Camarena Health, Workforce Development and Education. Jazmin is always at our meetings to help us develop our pathway, letting us know what the industry needs in order for us to tailor our classrooms to give students those experiences and skills. By being a part of our HOSA program and helping to influence and develop our pathways, she's been working on any of the changes that come up in healthcare or the new things that they need, or even profession deficits that they're experiencing, so that we can make sure we integrate lessons on those different career choices for students to try to fill gaps in the future.
My name is Mary Petrowski. I am the ROP Nursing Careers Teacher at Madera South High School. My nominee is Jazmin Rios from Camarena Health, the Workforce Development Manager. As teachers, we are teaching our lessons and preparing our students in our specific medical areas. For us to connect with the community, that's why Jazmin is there. And I'm so happy that she's able to provide us that connection. She's very easy to contact, talk to, work with. She's a mentor for our students, and I feel that she's a great asset for our programs.
My name is Bethany, and I am a graduate of the Madera Unified Patients Career Pathway. My first-hand exposure to healthcare was made possible by Ms. Rios, alongside Ms. Petrowski, two amazing mentors I had throughout my high school experience, throughout many others. And at such a young age, when you are still discovering yourself and your passions, having the guidance and a role model to look up to definitely helps when deciding a potential career pathway for the future. No one is more deserving of this award than Ms. Rios. I'm honored to have been able to work with her and can't wait to see what the future holds for Ms. Rios. I know she will continue doing great things. Ms. Rios, thank you for everything. Not only have you been a fantastic mentor to me, but you have taught me how to mentor other people.
My name is Jazmin Rios, and I'm the Workforce Development Manager with Camarena Health. Many of these students who are shadowing with us or who are involved in our health centers in different opportunities are building their skills, and so we're supporting them on their journey in what they want to do, and eventually it comes full circle. Students are wanting to give back to their communities. When there are opportunities for students, I will get emails from the teachers and they will reach out to me until we figure something out. They are the driving force, and they provide some of the opportunities for these students that they might not have. Students have been very receptive, they've been very involved, and it's something that we want to continue doing over the years.
My name is Greg Berrigan. I teach the ROP course at LSM Worsley. The reason why I chose Chris is just because of what he's done for our kids here at LSM Worsley and the example that he leads for them and his heart that he has for them as well. He wants to help these young men and women. He's also a mentor to our students. Once they get jobs, they start to work at the company with him. He's went as far as helping them open bank accounts, takes them to look for an apartment. He talks to them about his life and shares some of the things that he's been through. He's just an awesome mentor and an example of what you can be if you just put your mind to it and just keep up the good work.
My name is Mark, and I've been with Olson still for 1.5 years. I like to see them when they come. It's like hope in a way. My heart goes out to them because kind of know what they're going through and stuff. And it's good that at that young age they're able to get in this type of line of work and have a career and have a trade and have something that they make good money where they can have a good living.
My name is Chris Reid, and I am a production manager of Olson Steel Company. As a youth, I also had issues in the past with the law, and when I got out, I really didn't have any direction. And when I met Greg Berrigan 20 years ago when I went to another welding school, he kind of got me started in welding and helped me get my degree and advance me in my career. And I just want to kind of pass that on, that sense of direction and kind of that sense of heritage. And this is a trade that's been around for 100 years. And I feel like it's kind of my duty now as the next generation to pass this on to the next generation. I never had that support. Kind of my duty now as the next generation to kind of really receptive. I feel they're real gracious, and I feel that as other people their age and their other peers, I feel like they work harder because they understand and respect what they're given.
My name's Adrian, and I'm a former student of JJC. I really appreciate it because, they gave me a chance when they didn't have to. I barely had got out, so they gave me the opportunity that not a lot of people are willing to give me. I just thank them for the opportunity. It changed a lot for me. It really did. I'm just thankful for that.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Knight, and I teach the ROP Veterinary Science course at Clovis East High School. My nominee is Mr. Ryan Person, and he owns a consulting business, and he's also an adjunct professor at Fresno State University. He brings a lot of knowledge to our program as an advisor, so he's always coaching us on what's going on in the animal science industry. What do our students need to know in order to be successful? He teaches courses at the college level that our students are going to go on and take as animal science students or pre-vet students, so he can really coach me on how can I better prepare my students to be successful in those classes in college. And it's been really rewarding because he gives me feedback and lets me know, are my students prepared when they take his courses? And some of them really are, so that makes me feel very proud about that.
ROP impacts my organization and business in a wide variety of ways. You know, being able to see and identify maybe students early on in their career that have a lot of potential, and maybe somewhere down the road I can provide a recommendation for them, or maybe if I know of an opportunity that's going to be coming up for internships or employment, you know, and I know students who have been through this program, and then maybe again we've had them at Fresno State and they've continued to shine and be really, really good students. Those are the types that, you know, I like to promote and try to get out there and get exposure, and then send them to companies that I know are looking for that caliber of person.
My name is Ashlyn Lackey, and I'm at the Vet Science program at Clovis East. Mr. Person being out here on the ag field helps every student that is a part of the ag program. It creates a new source and new opportunities that you would never have access to if we weren't in the Central Valley, if we weren't in agriculture. If he wasn't a part of this program, I would never palpate a cow. I would never know how to do it in the field, and having that experience will really help me in the future.
My name is Tom Lucero. I teach ROP Multimedia at Coalinga High School. So we have an incredible nominee this year, Ms. Jessica Harrington, and she represents ABC 30 in Fresno. And she represents, honestly, she represents all of our community. When you have someone who works in the industry full-time, all the time, day and night, they sleep it, they eat it, they drink it, they love it. And they have the ability to come and interact with my students, to teach them and to mentor them, to be an exemplar for what's possible in this career. So she's not just a reporter or an anchor. Jessica is a people person. She is someone who has high values and ethics, which is what the industry needs. She cares about more than just herself. Like, you can sense that. You know, whether having an interview with someone that's going through something difficult, you see it when she's talking to my kids, when she comes in, and it's like she's their best friend who has this wealth of information. Not everybody can do that. I can't do that. Thankfully, she can. She's just such a good-hearted, well-intentioned person.
My name is Jessica Harrington, and I'm a morning anchor at ABC 30. All of my favorite memories stem from just sitting down and doing Q&As with the students, because they'll ask anything and everything about hair and makeup, and do you get recognized on the street, to how do you find a story? And that is a fun way for me to go back to the basics and be able to sit there and walk through it with them. And that's my time to kind of give them insight. ABC 30 prides itself on having people who are from the Valley, who know the Valley, who want to spend their lives here, who want to give back and tell the stories that are important to the people who live here. And starting that connection early and helping to grow those opportunities, grow that knowledge in those individuals is really only going to benefit us, hopefully, but if nothing else, the industry as a whole. I think knowing that this program changed my life in the way that it did, I feel like eternally grateful for it, and I feel like I can't give back enough. So I'm constantly looking for ways to connect, ways to come back, ways to actually be in person and accessible to students, because that was never available for me, or I didn't think it was. It's important for me to be able to say, hey, I'm from here, I was able to make it out, I was able to make it into the industry, and you can do it too. And honestly, that will remain my priority forever.
He was dating this young girl, Selena, his wife now. And her mother happened to be in the hospital at the time. So Freddie went to visit her at the hospital with Selena. He came home that evening, and he told Fred and I, his dad, I think I've decided what I'm going to do with my life. So he said, I just want to make people well. They just felt like it would be great to give back. They were doing wonderful work.
My name is Dr. Kelly Eichmann, and I'm the Patient Care Pathway Instructor here at Clovis East High School. I would always introduce myself, let him know what I was doing, and then finally he agreed that he would sign a community classroom contract and mentor a student. And so Taylor was the first student that we were able to place in his office. Without mentors like Dr. Valles, you don't have a program. You need the community, and you need doctors like him willing to go the extra mile. And he has an amazing story of someone who wasn't the top of his class in high school. He has the story that young people need to hear.
My name is Taylor Pay, and I was in ROP Medical Careers at Clovis East. When I first met him, I was just 17. And I didn't really know what it was to really be a doctor, and he always showed respect for everybody and always had that willingness to help others no matter what. He was always so kind, and I wanted to be the same kind of doctor.
When Dr. Valles started doing this, I think his biggest reward was just seeing how excited the students were in the process of dissecting these hearts and learning about cardiac anatomy. He had a special interest. If somebody was interested in something, he would spend time with them. You know, Dr. Valles was an excellent teacher, and I think they would remember that afternoon forever, really. It's kind of their first real introduction into something that they might do for the rest of their life.
My name is Jason, and I'm in the Clovis East ROP medical program. I always kind of wanted to pursue the medical field for that kind of reason, to give back. I wanted to help people. I wanted to follow a kind of idealistic area where I can help those in need, give them aid. And seeing Dr. Valles like that really kind of just helped me inspire that I can do that.
He was always just, a forward thinker, and was like, well, I want to bring in more than that. So he was really entwined with the cath lab. So he had kind of just an array of talent throughout the medical field that could talk to the kids and would assist him in his procedure, because he was, very aware that there is a need in the health career profession. He was always on the same plane as you, and you don't get that a lot, especially with somebody with that kind of reputation, that kind of respect, that kind of credibility in the field. You would have never known it. He was just another guy.
Just witnessing him interact with patients really showed me how much of a passion he had, and that made me really want to be like him.